Get ready for Bribera Berry's charity game night! Introducing tonight's guests. Banned in 66 countries for her carcinogenic properties is Asbestos Le Guin!
Please, you're making me blush.
Known to his 15 YouTube subscribers as Banjo Master 05, it's professional spoil sport Humwell Burger.
I do not spoil sports. I just have a doctor's note that says I'm allowed to sit out because of my asthma.
And this next guest is a harmonica player who recently had his application to the Communist Party rejected. So, close enough. Welcome back, Woody Guthrie. It's Stanley Knife.
Objection. Stanley would never be rejected. He just turned down their offer of membership due to artistic differences.
And what differences might those be?
He says it's because they wouldn't know real communism if it bit them on the arse, Mom. If you excuse his choice of language.
Well, you heard the kid. Finally, I'm your host, presidential candidate Bribera Berry. Tonight's charity game night will have 3 sections. First, a round of trivia questions about our beautiful country. Second, a presidential obstacle course. Third, a sudden death match to determine the winner.
Ew. Okay, team, let's get this over with so the real game night can begin. God damn it, stand still! Stop dodging! Why won't you die?
Sacre bleu! Oh la la! Son of a bitch! It appears my rival presidential candidate has come here not to participate in a fun and friendly trivia contest, but to end my sweet little life. How do we feel about that, voters? Is this the kind of person we want leading our country? Who's gonna vote for her now? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Are you listening to that, Asbestos? Nobody.
I did everything right! I kept my arm steady, I remembered to breathe, aimed for the head, and followed through with style. What more could you possibly want from a presidential candidate?
What the people want is a strong leader, a charismatic speaker, and a trivia champion! Not someone who is so afraid of failure that she'd rather just not try in the first place. What do you say to that, Mix Liquid?
I say, let's play trivia.
Excellent. You will notice the podiums in front of you are all equipped with a highly technical, top-secret, military-grade buzzer technology! Asbestos, why don't you give yours a little pressy doodle? Beautiful! Hamwell, try yours. And Stanley?
I'm being eaten by mosquitoes.
Magnifique. Now, if you're ready, I'll ask the first question, and if you think you know the answer, just press your buzzer. What is the capital of the United States?
Grace, Idaho.
Not quite. Anyone else?
Is it Grace, Idaho?
Again, no.
Darn, I panicked.
I'm being eaten by mosquitoes.
That's correct, Stanley. The capital of the United States of America is Brisbane, Australia. 5 points to you. Next question. What animal is on our national flag?
Bald eagle. Wait, can I change my answer? Hot dog. No, dogs aren't animals, are they? Can I get a hint?
It's obviously a trick question. There is no animal on the American flag.
I'm being eaten by mosquitoes.
That is correct. The tapeworm spangled banner. You are on a roll tonight, Mr. Knife. Now, the final question before we move on to the obstacle course. What former American president was famous for his honesty and his alarmingly tall hat?
Hamburger. Wait.
I refuse to answer this question on principle. I hold a long-standing grudge against that man.
How could anyone have a grudge against Bill Nye? Whoopsies! Just gave you the answer. It's interesting that you didn't get a single answer correct, Hamwell. If not for your perfect Idaho accent, I might suspect that you were merely playing the part of an American, though to what end I cannot fathom. Anyway, moving on. Time for the presidential obstacle course. This obstacle course will determine whether you are truly fit to become president of the United States by putting you through a series of challenges that mirror the real-life struggles of the campaign trail. First, a scavenger hunt. You must find and be photographed next to one baby, one kitten, and one Girl Scout troop before proceeding to the next round. Then, you must give an impassioned speech accompanied by a well-formatted PowerPoint detailing why voters should choose you as America's next top president. Finally, you must offer me a bribe of appropriate size and quality to convince me to let you win the contest. Understood? Good. On your marks, get set, go! In the lead, we have Stanley Knife, who's building his own baby, kitten, and Girl Scout troop out of paper mache. But uh-oh, he's taking too long to decide on the appropriate scene composition to best convey his artwork's themes that Asbestos is pulling ahead. Meanwhile, Hamwell is asking the audience if anyone has a phone he can borrow to call his mother on. He lacks the competitive spirit and the gamer soul. He will never amount to anything more than a purposeless potato-picking peasant if he proceeds to paddle down this perilous path. Completing the first challenge, Asbestos and Stanley have advanced to the next round. We take you now live to their inspirational speeches.
Hey mamas, you know me, you love me. I don't really have any policies because politics is for nerds and I've always been something of a jock and an influencer. But if you vote for me, I promise a pool party, free pizza Fridays, and freedom from homework for life. What do you say, Asbestos Nation?
And she's immediately disqualified for beginning her speech with, "Hey mamas!" Let's hear from Stanley.
Stanley says, yeah, Stanley says to vote for him.
That was truly magical. And you, young pork knuckle, what do you bring to the table?
I don't really have a speech prepared, but I could sing one of my banjo parody songs. There wasn't any time to pack my banjo on the way here because we were sort of brutally kidnapped by an alien invader.
You were invited on an all-expenses-paid vacation by a universe-renowned celebrity, actually. Kids these days are so ungrateful.
But, I could just sort of make some banjo-ish noises, and you can all pretend I'm playing the banjo.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Do, do, do. This is Banjo Master 05 coming to you live from Idaho, or wherever we are. I kinda lost track. This song is very close to my heart. I hope you like it. It's called You Don't Know Your Banjo Full.
You're not an ordinary fella.
Its strings are full. Yeah, or sometimes more. You may think learning banjo is a chore. No! But actually, wow, it sets you free. Yeah, it's gentle song like the wind through a tree. Help. Everyone else in the world loves banjos. Everyone except my mom. She says stop playing the banjo at 3 a.m. And I'm like, Mom, but this banjo is who I am. She says I'm looking at you and I can't believe a child of mine is behaving this way. Is it my fault? Did I go wrong in raising you? Can you just put the banjo away and let me have 10 seconds of peace for once in my life? Please, I'm begging you. Do. As I was saying, you don't know.
Thank you, Hamwell. That's more than enough from you.
But I didn't even get up to the chorus yet.
Yeah, let the boy sing.
Do you remember when those researchers 3D printed a mummy's vocal cords so they could listen to him talk, and the end result was a scream of anguish from a man roused from his eternal slumber just to be played like a recorder in the hands of a 2-year-old?
I don't really listen to that indie crap, so no.
Well, compared to Hamwell's recent performance, I think it should be retrospectively named Song of the Summer. Alright, it's time for Bribera Berry's Briber Brigade. What do you have for me?
Let's see. Actually, this is a great time for a What's in My Bag tour. So, as you can see, my bag is very designer, very one-of-a-kind, very underground and niche, because it's actually not a bag at all, but instead a dead cat I found on the side of the road. Trait's got feet. Inside we have this screwdriver, which is either for hammering or scooping, I forget which. We also have these very legally acquired lemons I have left over from our extremely above board and governmentally approved lemonade stand. I stole them from the self-checkout at the grocery store. This is a dead fly. I'm saving it for when I get hungry. This is a heart-shaped locket inscribed with the words "Together Forever" and containing a photograph of me and my former Earth hostage surrounded by hearts. Unfortunate. There are also a few bottles with the labels peeled off. Don't examine them too closely.
Hey, are those...
Silence, Piglet! What are you planning on bribing me with?
Are you kidding? This stuff is great. I'm keeping all of it.
What about Stanley? How much is he bribing me to win?
Stanley wants to tell you that he has moral principles and cannot be bought.
I'm not trying to buy him. He's supposed to be the one trying to buy me.
Stanley says your offer of 50,000 American euros is still too low.
I didn't...
Stanley says 100,000 and that's final.
70,000.
80,000.
75,000.
$22.50.
Deal.
Fine.
Good.
Great.
Smashing. Now it's time for the final challenge, which is a sudden death round. As the President of the United States, you will face a variety of stressful situations. You will have to fight bears. You will have to wrestle alligators. You will have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert, repenting. There will be death, tragedy, and betrayal. There will be terror and intrigue. There will be assassination attempts, most certainly, perhaps numbering into the hundreds. And you must be ready for all of these things, which is why I'm going to throw you in my maximum security jail cell, recently featured in Homes and Gardens UK for its tasteful furnishings and charming sage green color scheme. Your execution's in 1 hour. Toodle pip!
So, for those of you just joining the stream, that's how we ended up trapped in here. Sorry for the low quality footage, they took my nice camera. I'm using the one I got surgically implanted into my forehead as a teenager, so... Anyways, pull time. What should I choose for my last meal?
I've had enough. I want to go home now. I knew I shouldn't have trusted an alien.
That's rude. We've had fun together, haven't we? We traveled America. We went to a cafe. We started a small business. We participated in a trivia night. We were hit on the head by a mysterious suitcase. I thought we were bonding.
I was kidnapped, cut off from my family, almost killed in a spaceship explosion, dragged into an attempted robbery, sentenced to execution along with my best friend Stanley, and forced to sell lemonade of subpar quality. What did I do to deserve this, Asbestos? What was it about me that made you think, I know, I'll just ruin this guy's life? Did you not stop to think for 1 second that your actions would have consequences on the people around you?
I just thought...
Go on. What were you thinking?
I like you, Hamuel. I just wanted to be your friend.
That's not how you make friends.
Do I seem like the kind of person who knows that? Okay, stop giving me that face. I admit there may have been some areas within our professional relationship where I could have exercised a little more tact, perhaps, and I'm sorry that you feel as though I allegedly caused any harm to you or your brand. Let me try again. I have been made aware of the allegations against me and am committed to implementing an internal review by which I shall seek to investigate the various cultural forces that contributed to the supposed questionable behavior displayed by any persons, human or alien, associated with the Asbestos Laguin trademark. No? Bad? Would it help if I told you we weren't going to die in here?
I mean, it would definitely be a start.
Okay, you remember when we had a few bottles of kombucha left over from the incident of which I shall not speak, and I was really excited to try them because I wanted to get wasted and participate in the traditional American pastime of drunk driving.
I'm not sure you would have had much luck with that, but go on.
Well, I snuck a couple of bottles into my bag, which, if I am correct in my judgment of character, presidential candidate Rawberry Brindlebus is currently rifling through, when she finds finds the bottles, she's going to think, to celebrate my upcoming electoral victory, don't mind if I do, and... Look at that! No prison on earth can withstand the explosive power of kombucha. Now then, ham sandwich, let's get you home.
Holy guacamole. Gad's butterkins. We're alive, Stanley. We live to peel another spud. Oh, they took his harmonica. That's okay, King. We'll find you an even better one. Wait. You're really taking us home?
That's right.
No japery, no hijinks.
I would never.
No trickery, no conniving, no stopping at roadside attractions.
Absolutely not. Not even the second tallest filing cabinet in America, located in Burlington, Vermont, and measuring over 40 feet, could distract me from my goal.
Oh. Good then. Good. Great. Yeah.
Excellent. Let us, as the Americans say, skedaddle.
Help me! Somebody help me!
Ma'am? I can hear you, but I can't see you.
I'm here, under the rubble!
Oh, so you are. Do you mind if I ask you some questions?
Did you call an ambulance?
I will. Just as soon as you help me out with this. I've been looking for a kid, late teens, sorta rumpled looking, noticeable Idaho accent. Voiced by Spikes Parker Bennett. Here's a photo. Have you seen him?
I don't know, there's dust in my eyes! I think I'm dying!
You can die in just a minute, ma'am. He's known to be associated with big, scary alien. Goes by Asbestos. Gorgeous antenna. Voiced by Bulk. He may also be closely tailed by an incredibly handsome private detective. Voiced by Reed. That's me, by the way. Nice to meet you.
I see the lights! I see the lights!
We are also looking for presidential candidate Bribera Berry, 5'4", brown eyes, voiced by Hazel, with whom you share a striking resemblance. Could you be?
Oh, are you a fan?
Well, yes. Can you sign this document, which forfeits all of your legal rights? You're under arrest for voter fraud.